All right, your 8th fight of the night on your fight card of 13 fights. Again, your 170-pound tournament final being decided here tonight. Introducing at this time in the blue corner, at 19 years of age, at a height of 5'11", 170 pounds with 1 win, 0 losses, from Griffin, Georgia. Fighting for Team Praxis, blue corner, Chris Calhoun. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner at 24 years of age, at a height of 6 foot, a weight of 170 pounds, with 4 wins, 0 losses. From Louisville, Kentucky, fighting for Team Haycraft, red corner, Joe Heink. Tony Molinex will be your referee for this fight. Again, this fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Welcome to round 1 of your first professional bout tonight, Wild Bill's Fight Night.
Right, welcome back to Wild Bill's Fight Night. Comcast Channel 1 on demand. We have the 170-pound tournament finale tonight here. It's October 30th, 2009. We have Chris Calhoun, 19 years old, Rory, from Griffin, Georgia, fighting Joe Heink, 24 years old, out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Calhoun's first win was apparently in the first round of this tournament. Not sure what his amateur record is, going up against a tough guy.
Definitely. Heink's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt under Mario Popovich. Very solid grappler. Calhoun, young, athletic, explosive.
Oh, wow, landed a nice jab. Looks like Joe is trying to collect himself, but he definitely was sat down there for a second. Calhoun does not care that he's fighting a 4-0 undefeated cat. He came in here to win this tournament.
Calhoun looks confident, and he's not scared to bang. Calhoun's trained by Cam McCarhue. McCarg, one of the first MMA fighters in Georgia, too, along with George Allen, yourself. Cam does not compartmentalize his training. He believes in a hybrid system. You can see Calhoun doesn't excel in any certain area particularly. He looks pretty good all over.
Some action here in the corner. Calhoun just trying to defend the clinch, realizes that Heink's strong point's going to be on the ground. Actually, looks like Joe's bleeding a little bit. It's the only one who's really eaten any punches so far. Would imagine at some point the ref will break this up, as we haven't really seen much action at all here in the last couple seconds.
Joe Heink definitely wants to get this fight to the ground. Chris Calhoun is
nice knee. Unloaded some punches from his waist. I'd like to see him put his hands back by his face. Doesn't look like Heink is prepared for the stand-up here. But definitely don't know if I want to put this on the ground. Joe being a brown belt under Pablo Popovich. Most recently, I believe, won his weight class in the ADCC. Definitely one of the top grapplers in his weight class in the world. I don't know if that's where I want to be.
I don't know why Calhoun's going for the takedown. He took a hard right to the chin.
But nice takedown, ends up in cross-side. Outstanding, and we can see Joe here a little bit better, and is definitely bleeding from his nose. But this is definitely his world, and give an opportunity to recollect himself. I think Chris needs to put a little bit of ground and pound on him before Joe can start to put his game together.
Calhoun's got to mount an offense and get some ground and pound if he's going to negate that jiu-jitsu. Calhoun's definitely doing well in the grappling, though.
Without a doubt. Good far side underhook. Just keep it in the half. Hasn't got any real offense off, though, here on the ground. And
going into it. And
got a good triangle into an omoplata combination there. Calhoun does a nice job of stepping over. Still on top.
Calhoun takes his back. Calhoun's got his back. He does not have the hooks in, but he's got Heink's back.
Joe's definitely trying to stay turtled up here, not take too much punishment, but also doesn't want to let his opponent get the hooks in, because that'll put him in a bad place. No matter what belt you are, the last place you want to be, is have someone on your back with hooks. Nice scrambles.
Calhoun has got great scrambles. He's very fast and explosive.
Joe's now finally on top, having reversed that position, looking to pass, and we'll see if he can set up some offense.
Oh, nice up kick from Calhoun.
I'm a big fan of the up kicks. Nice.
Second up kick.
Another up kick. Third up kick.
It looks like Heink's got a broken nose. That nose went sideways, blood coming out from that up kick.
Going for a pass here. Looks like Chris is looking for the triangle, but doesn't quite have it. Joe's got the pass. He's got the arm trap. Chris really needs to get out of this position. There you go. Which starts to set up a little bit of posture. Joe's definitely looking to try and finish here with a submission. I definitely think he's wasting time, though, and not landing any strikes. He needs to try and win this round back. Yeah, I don't think this is going to give it to him.
Calhoun's definitely winning the round. Heink's got top position. He's going to mount. Calhoun scrambles, though. He cannot keep him in one place. End of the round. I got to give that round to Calhoun.
I got to give that round to Calhoun as well.
Calhoun definitely needs to work on his boxing, though. Like you said, he's swinging from the hips. He's a gunfighter out there. He doesn't keep his hands up. He needs to keep his chin down, his hands up. If Calhoun can keep this standing, he can win this fight.
Joe just decided he wanted no part of the stand-up and went right into a clinch, and I would imagine he'll try and put this on the ground here not too long.
Yeah, Joe Heink came out of his corner. All those guys out of Haycraft's gym are well coached. Then they came out with a game plan. He knew what he had to do. He went straight to the clinch and going for the takedown.
There you go. Oh, gets reversed though. Ends up on bottom. Scrambling here though. Looks like that takedown just a little too lazy and didn't really consider the finish too much and just got himself pushed and rolled right off into the bottom.
I think Heink's definitely got the grappling jiu-jitsu background here, but this Calhoun, for being 19 years old, he's got some great skills there. He's just explosive and never quits moving.
Landed some shots. Definitely trying to find his target for some elbows.
He's in Heink's guard, landing some elbows, got the ground and pound working.
Realize Joe wants to win this fight by submission, but he needs to remember that he's in a fight here and needs to start thinking about landing some offense here, getting back to his feet or getting back to a superior position.
Calhoun's got it back standing up. Heink does not want to give him any space though.
No, he definitely doesn't want to be on the outside, getting hit with those jabs and crosses. Can't imagine he's having an easy time breathing now. Definitely banged up.
Heink's got more experience. At the pace this fight hasn't slowed down though. It's we'll see whose conditioning comes into play here this round. Heink cannot get the takedown. Calhoun's well, as I say that, he gets the takedown.
Good scramble here, and he ends up on bottom again. I mean, do all that work, looking for those takedowns, end up on bottom, and you know, I got to score that for the guy on top. He's able to reverse position. He's landing that left elbow.
Yep. Calhoun's in half guard again and dropping the elbows again.
Keep working, Joe. There you go, Chris.
I think Joe needs to get himself out of this jiu-jitsu mode and start working to get some strikes. Maybe stand back up, think about doing some damage in the clinch.
Yeah, Joe's definitely off his game now. He's on his back, and he's just eating elbows from Chris Calhoun.
That's 4 elbows in a row, cleanly landed. He's got a nice cut over the right eye. I don't know if that's bleeding from the ear or just kind of dripped down to his ear. It's bleeding from the nose. I mean, he's getting a little bit beat up here. Definitely working. He's trying for that triangle. Chris slipped out.
Chris is dominating him. Joe is just in strictly jiu-jitsu mode. He's not fighting an MMA fight. He's trying to do a jiu-jitsu match with punches, and it's not working for him. Joe's corner's calling for him to work, and he definitely needs to do something. He's just sitting on his back, eating punches, and not mounting an offense.
And a couple lefts there.
Get off your back, Joe. Get off your back.
Joe's doing his best to try and tie him up, try and feed that arm in. Definitely looking for that triangle. Hard to finish triangles. Definitely when a guy's all slick and sweaty. You got to be real tight with the triangle attempts to keep that guy in, or else he's just going to pop out. And we've seen that a couple times now.
Yeah, Calhoun's not quitting. He's moving. He slams an elbow down. He moves and slams an elbow. He's not quitting.
You know, he is battling to keep inside the guard and throw punches and throw elbows. We had another triangle attempt by Joe. Passed again by Chris. A little scramble here. Chris still working the entire time, throwing some elbows to the body. Gets a nice crossface, trying to pass. Joe's definitely staying mobile on the ground, but he cannot get his game going.
No, and Chris is back on top again. He's halfway through the guard and raining elbows down again.
Joe's definitely going to start to take their toll and start to wear him out.
Chris has a chance to close this fight out right now. If he can posture up and rain down some punches, I think he can stop this fight. 10 seconds left.
Looks like we'll make it into round 3, and it's been a great 2 rounds so far. It's been all Chris Calhoun, though. Trying to actually finish here with an arm choke.
Into round 2, Chris Calhoun is impressing us tonight. 19 years old, his second fight, dominating a 4-0 Joe Heink from Eric Haycraft's gym in Louisville, Kentucky.
Definitely looking beat up here in the corner. Got the doctor looking at them. I think we will see around 3. Nothing's bleeding too profusely, but we do have some cuts. I can't quite see. Looks like they're on the right side. I don't see anything on the left here, Andrew. So we got some cuts on the right side. Looks like the doctor's going to allow the fight to continue. Chris looks fresh in his corner, and he is dominating. I'd even say that maybe that first round was a 10-8, definitely 10-9 second. I think the only way Joe can win this fight is to finish it.
Yeah, he's got a chance to finish this fight. If he keeps scrambling the way he's scrambling and gets top position again, I think he needs to rein up and posture up and rain down some punches. He'll finish this fight.
Joe needs to look to try and get the knockout, get the submission, because if this goes to the judges' cards, there's no way he can win, in my opinion. Round 3. Good leg kick. Good little knee from outside. Joe battling in again for that clinch. Realizes he does not want to be standing up, but he needs to get a little something going on the ground because he's been abused on the ground.
Rory, he's going for the takedown again, and Calhoun looks like he's winning the scramble again. Calhoun's back on Joe Hink's back. He's got his back again. He's turtled up very tight. Can't get the hooks in on him, but he's on dominant position. Calhoun's trying for a choke, and he's back on top.
Chris doing a good job of controlling the top, staying in half. Drops a nice elbow.
He's past the guard.
Another couple elbows, unanswered yet still. Joe just seems to be content with being on his side. Again, trying to just work his jiu-jitsu game and forgetting that he's getting elbowed in the face.
And referee Tony Molinax has stopped the fight. No, it's a
Looks like we got a timeout.
It's a timeout.
We're going to check for a cut.
Oh, it's a bad
Again,
cut.
not bleeding too badly.
And the right side of his face looks like a lot of blood. They don't know where the cut's coming from. He's got the doctor checking it.
Doctor seems to not want to let this fight continue.
Joe's saying he wants to fight.
Looks like I might have seen him say something about having his cheek fractured. I'm not sure. I hear doctor said it's not worth it. I believe there might have been a fracture. Dr. Traub, orthopedist from Atlanta, been a fight doctor here at Wild Bills and Atlanta shows. Got to trust his opinion.
Yes,
he knows bones. and decided that there was definitely a lot of damage going on there on the right side, and called an end to this fight about a couple minutes in the third round.
Joe Heink's not disputing the stoppage. He just congratulated his opponent, Chris Calhoun. You know, what's Joe going to say? He came in here, he tried to put up a fight. Chris Calhoun just overwhelmed him tonight.
All right, your 8th fight of the night was the 170-pound tournament. These guys wouldn't have got here unless they had won their fights. Tonight was the night where we defined who was going to win the 170-pound tournament. It was scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. 170 pounds goes to, with a TKO in the third round at the 1 minute and 11-second mark due to a doctor stoppage. Your winner, Chris Calhoun of Griffin, Georgia, blue corner.